my god.
Hang on!
Ethan!
Go, go, go!
I love the Mission Impossible franchise. It's like the epitome of action-packed awesomeness. I recently made an opinion piece where I declared Mission Impossible 3 as the undisputed champion of the series. I ended it by saying that it could change with the release of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, as at the time, I had not seen the film yet. Well, guess what? I finally got to check it out. Is it better than Mission Impossible 3?
Maybe.
This film is still swirling in my brain, and I need a hot minute to sort out my feelings. But I gotta say, I freaking loved it. Dead Reckoning Part 1 is an absolute thrill ride. One of the things that really got me hooked on Mission Impossible 3 was its personal touch. And I gotta say, Dead Reckoning brought that personal element back, all while keeping the crazy action and vibes we've come to love in Mission Impossible films since the third installment. This movie had stakes. A lot of times while watching similar films, you don't ever feel the tension because you know everyone is safe. Dead Reckoning truly feels like anything could happen, that any of the characters we have come to love aren't safe. This not only gave the film that thrilling action we've come to expect from the franchise, but it also added an intensity to the film that hasn't been felt before. I'm not kidding when I say this film had me on the edge of my seat. Now let's dive into the action, because that's what we all expect from these films, right? Dead Reckoning delivers on all fronts. The set pieces were an absolute blast, and it's not just about the massive, jaw-dropping action scenes. Even the smaller moments in the film had me grinning from ear to ear. There's a fantastic scene at an airport that managed to be both tense and fun without going overboard on the action scale. It struck the perfect balance. We get a truly fun car chase sequence that is like one giant domino effect of thrills and humor. I have to admit though, as much as I enjoyed that sequence, it did go on for a tad bit too long, but still never broke the fun of the scene. We also get a thrilling train scene that will give you major Uncharted video game vibes. Of course, we can't talk about the action without mentioning Tom Cruise. That man just knows how to own the screen as an action star. He truly knows how to deliver the thrills. Besides Cruise, as expected, the returning cast in Dead Reckoning kills it. Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, and Rebecca Ferguson all brought their A-game once again. They know these characters inside and out, and it shows on screen. They're just pure gold. There's also a new addition to the film. Haley Atwell as Grace is an absolute standout. She brings this fantastic energy to the film, and her chemistry with Cruise is off the charts. I mean seriously, their dynamic is so much fun to watch. You'd think that Grace's character would potentially become an annoyance in the grand scheme of things. But the way she meshes with Hunt is just perfect. They got this incredible blend of humor and chemistry that adds a whole new layer of enjoyment to the film. It's clear that the cast in Dead Reckoning is firing on all cylinders. They know how to bring these characters to life and make us invest in their journey, whether it's the familiar faces we've grown to love or the fresh blood injecting new life into the franchise. Everyone delivers top-notch performances. The introduction of an AI as the main threat is a fantastic and unique approach for the franchise, adding a whole new layer of intrigue. What's interesting is that the AI doesn't pose as much of a physical challenge for the team, but rather a mental one. It's a different kind of battle that tests their wits and strategic thinking. It's a refreshing change of pace. What makes it even more compelling is that this concept hits close to home. In our current times where AI is becoming increasingly prevalent in our lives, it resonates on a deeper level. It's a theme that feels relevant and adds an extra layer of urgency to the story. In terms of the physical bad guys, they're just okay. They serve the purpose as part of the major plot surrounding the AI. They're essentially like puppets, obstacles designed to thwart Ethan and his team from destroying the AI. One notable villain is Gabriel, played by Isaiah Morales. He brings a threatening presence to the role and performs it well, but he does get overshadowed by the sheer menace of the AI itself. Tom Clementieff joins the cast as Gabriel's partner in crime, Paris, who brings a whole lot of fun to the film. In fact, I found her character to also overshadow Gabriel to an extent. So while the physical threat may not steal the spotlight, the real star of the show is the AI as a formidable and thought-provoking threat. It's a bold and timely choice that adds an extra layer of depth to the film's narrative. Back to the car chase scene. It's undeniably fun, but here's the thing, it does overstay its welcome a bit, and that's one of the major issues I had with the film. While it's a blast to watch, there are moments that drag on for way too long, causing the film to lose some of its momentum. It's like they could have trimmed it down by a good 20 minutes to still maintain the overall impact. However, in the grand scheme of things, if that's the only flaw we can find, then we're looking at something pretty great here. Despite the occasional slowdown, Dead Reckoning manages to deliver an overall enjoyable experience. It's a testament to the film's strength that this becomes the primary critique. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is an absolute blast that you won't want to miss at a theater. In my humble opinion, it even surpasses a fan favorite, Fallout, and has the potential to become my personal favorite of the franchise. The film's success now hinges on Part 2, as it could truly make or break this entry. While there are moments that slow down the pace a bit too much, the overall package more than makes up for it. Dead Reckoning delivers on so many levels and has plenty to offer. As a fan of this franchise, I wholeheartedly recommend giving this film a watch. And even if you're simply looking for a good action-packed experience, trust me, you won't be disappointed.